Well, yeah, the guy's an absolute monster. Been doing it for years. There are many people who use the internet to predate on people of either sex, depending on their proclivity. It's quite dreadful that someone who works in the police service does that, but people are as they are. The tragedy of this is that although there were various indicators along the way, the odd domestic violence allegation or the odd harassment allegation, because they were across different forces, Hampshire, the Met, Hertfordshire, and each one taken on their own, got minimal or limited investigation, as is the norm, sadly, in these cases. It was never linked up. And that's really because the government have failed to invest in a completely networked and linked intelligence system for the country, despite being asked by senior police chiefs to fund that. So the main problem with this were two issues. One, the guy is a monstrous predator who exploited the internet. And the other one is we should not be surprised if things like this slip through the net through lack of linked databases. Jimmy Savile is another classic example of that kind of failure, a guy who was offending all over the country, but because the systems weren't in place, it was never fixed. And this should have been fixed, actually, after the Yorkshire Ripper, when this breakdown in links between police forces was first identified, and it's never been fixed, and it still hasn't been. So, for example, Surrey Police's criminal intelligence system, which neighbours on the Metropolitan Police, cannot talk to each other. The crime recording systems between Surrey Police and the Met Police still can't talk to each other. Bottom line, sentence, well, he's got a really massive sentence, 26 life sentences, with a minimum recommendation of 30 years and 8 months. Now, interestingly enough, despite all the political hoo-ha and everyone complaining, judges are constrained by the Sentencing Council on what they can actually award. And the top end for a rape sentence is life with a maximum recommendation of 19 years. So this judge has really gone out on a limb, sentencing as she has done, quite rightly, because it's a shocking and dreadful case, and the public demand, and quite rightly the survivors of this, demand a significant sentence.